Hey, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to talk about what I believe, what Doug believes, a garage guy and enthusiast, and I'm not a pro, so I just want to put that out there first. But what I believe is probably, no, it's not probably, in my opinion, it is the most overlooked detail in detailing. Now, some of the elite shops, some of the shops that are doing 10, 15, $20,000 details, and believe me, they're out there. Some people disassemble a car, put it on a lift, do the whole thing, and it's amazing. That would be cool to be able to do that, but I can't do that. I don't do that. Anyway, moving on. So I think it's, well, first of all, let me just kind of ramble for a minute and let you guys make comments down below. What do you think is the single most overlooked thing in detailing? Always. I think it's always, because I've seen several nice looking, very well kept cars here in town, in my hometown of Visalia, California, in the Central Valley. I see many that have great gloss. You know, some people like the glossy tires. I mean, some of these cars I see, I'm just like, wow, that looks amazing. Then you follow them for a while, and they get out in front of you, and bam, it hits you like a ton of bricks, slaps you upside the face. Still not going to say it. Make some comments right now, guys. Pause the video, make a comment what you think it is, and then come back at the end of the video and say, I knew it, or I should have guessed that, or whatever. So give you guys 10 seconds to do that. Pause and come back, okay, and finish the video. Anyway, so the cat's out of the bag now. So what I think, no, got to quit saying think. What I know is the most overlooked detail is undercarriage, fender wells, the pumpkin, the rear end, the hangers, the shocks, the spare tire. Look at that pickup out there. Look at this unsightly spare tire. Give me a second, I'll go out there and show you guys. But anyway, so today I'm gonna turn the old hat around. It's the old catcher in me, yeah. Anyway, no, it's not. I'm gonna get down under the vehicle and show you guys what I used to do when I did full details, okay? And believe me, this is probably one of my strongest suits. Am I the best correction expert? No. Am I the best coating guy? No. I can turn a vehicle around and make it look really nice, but I'm not the best at that stuff. Am I good? Yeah, I can hold my own. But quickly I realized, because one of the pickups I did, my very first full detail, I spent probably 3 hours under his pickup. And it's a messy, grimy job. You're going to want to do this before you complete the correction and the waxing, though. Trust me. I went underneath with degreaser, a fender well brush, tire brush, scrub pads, magic erasers, you name it. I was under there for probably a couple hours anyway. And I came out just covered in mud and grease and dirt. So it's a very dirty job. But the undercarriage, when I was done with that truck, I thought the whole package looked excellent. And he told me the following week at work that most people that looked at his pickup, I mean, they thought it looked good, but they were blown away, absolutely floored with the undercarriage. So I think that's probably my niche. I mean, anybody can do it, but I get tired of looking at pickups and cars, especially lifted pickups. They look fantastic, and you look under them, and they've got the streaks on the black frame and the rear end housing where they've degreased it and rinsed it, but you got light spots, dark spots, you've got the mud, the dirt, the grease, the grime. Anyway, so enough rambling on that. Also, I'd like to mention there's a product in this package of goods I'm going to show you today that is really good for like protecting your undercarriage if you live in real wet weather. If you're in like the Iowas, the I don't know, the Utahs, the Montanas, the Pennsylvanias, New York, Massachusetts, wherever you're getting a lot of water, you may get salt on the road. You could also do this not just for the detailing part, but for the protection part. Maybe it will help your frame not rust out, right? So you have to pick different products. Anyway, let me show you what I use. So for me, just economical to use Super Clean. I use this straight, saturate what I'm cleaning, Then I crawl under there and scrub away. Now, here's where it gets a little dicey and tricky. In California or dry climates, you can use a water-based tire lotion like NuTyre, CSI. This is my favorite tire dressing for me because it's not super shiny, super glossy. I love this one. And you can dilute this 50-50 with water if you want, or 25% with water. And a lot of times when I do undercarriages, I put this on a stream setting and I shoot it. Sometimes you can't get every nook and cranny. So it's fair to say I might use a bottle or two of this when I'm doing an undercarriage. In California, again, you can do this year round because our weather in the winter is, dare I say, just like nothing. It's just a little chilly. Very seldom get a lot of rain. And anyway, enough of that. If you live in a wet climate, what I would highly recommend is something like this. Mirror Finish Polishes Super Gloss Tire Dressing. The reason I would choose this one's a little bit more of a, what most people call a solvent-based dressing. This is going to be something that's going to be harder to get off of your surface. So if you're using this on your tires and week in and week out, you're not scrubbing them, this is going to get buildup. This is going to stick. So I use this on like the spare tire, the frame, the fender wells if they're not carpeted, the rear end housing, shocks, etc. I use this all over the metal, okay? Because to me, this is something a little bit stronger than a water-based one, and this is going to last a little bit longer and look better. And then the next week when you wash your car, you can basically just rinse everything, and this is still going to be there. So this one might rinse off a little bit easier. So keep that in mind. If you're in a wet climate, I would definitely use a solvent-based at a bare minimum. But if you have a super wet weather and salt roads, snow, you're going to want to go with fluid film. Now this would transition into more protection than just detailing, right? This is actually going to protect your undercoating. And there's another one by PB Blaster, Master Blaster, something like that. There's a new one out there, but I looked for it and I couldn't find it, so I couldn't put it in the video. But look it up. There's another alternative to this one that's even a little bit stronger than this one if you need the protection from the salt and the snow and the wet weather. Also, another favorite of most people's is the Trim Shine. You can use this, and I have used this on engine bays. I've used this on the door seals. I've used this on my steps. I've used this on just about every kind of plastic or dark trim or undercarriage part there is. The problem with this one, to me, it gets too expensive to use these. I love these. It's just a little pricey. So here's my game. Basically these three. Super clean for cleaning. NuTyre Lotion, and I can dilute this or use it straight. And the Mirror Finish Super Gloss. And the reason is, for this one, it stays a lot longer. In California, these two would be just fine. Okay, let's go out here and I'll show you guys what I mean here. This one might be an ugly video. See what I can do. Okay, so down here, oh boy. Let's see, I'm gonna have to lay down here. And this gets messy too. So I usually do this kind of out in the street because I don't like the fallout on my driveway because then it's hard to clean off. So here's something I might do, guys. Let's see if I can get you down here. Wow. This is going to be harder to shoot than I thought, man. Ladies and gentlemen teens. All right, here we go. There's that unsightly spare. Can you see it? Yeah. So let's just start spraying it down. Let's see what happens. Hopefully we don't get any of this tire dressing on the lens. It's that simple. See the difference? That ugly, unsightly tire. Now for a detailer's perspective, from a detailer's perspective, this looks a lot better than that, right? If you have a freshly coated car or something that's just waxed, you're going to want to roll around town with that exposed, or are you going to want to roll around town with that? I'm going to opt for this. So this works for a detail as well as protection. Now let's look at the frame and the hanger here. Can you guys see that? This may be a horrible video. It's hard to do under a car, under a vehicle, believe it or not. But, so you see that ugliness here? If you have a freshly detailed vehicle, do you really want that showing? Or do you want that deep dark look showing? And that's actually wet right now, but that'll kind of dry out. So I think you guys get the point here. This is hard to do. I mean, it's easy to do, but it's hard to shoot a video. Anyway, so let me finish this spare tire real quick with you on board. And let's back up a little bit and see if you can see how it looks. Okay, that's it. Can you see it? So to me, ladies and gentlemen, this is the most overlooked part of a detail that there is. A lot of people wax a car, get it looking hot, sexy, shiny, and then they go around sporting that ugly tire. Why wouldn't you want that hanging down under your fender well? Anyway, so I hadn't planned on making this video this short, guys, but that was actually kind of hard to do with this tripod that I have for shooting my videos. So I thought it'd be a lot easier than that. It would be better to hand hold it, make it a handheld video, but it's kind of hard to do that. Shoot product, roll around with my fatness, and be breathing hard and holding the camera. Anyway, so that, guys, to me is the biggest overlooked part of a detail. Most people never touch the undercarriage. If anything, they spray degreaser on it, shoot water at it, drive off. All anybody cares about that I talk to, won't say anyone, but 80% of people, they want shiny paint, and those tires aren't shiny, but because it's due to be washed, but glossy tires, glossy paint. That's really all most people care about. A lot of people don't even vacuum their cars. Probably 70% of people don't clean their windows, and I'm gonna guess 95% of all people that do their own detailing never touch the undercarriage. And probably only 25% ever clean the engine bay. So this is something that can seal the deal. It will pop, it will stand out. I'll post some pictures kind of before and after on this pickup on my Instagram, To Detail It. So check out To Detail It, give me a follow, give me a like on this video, share this video, post this video, reuse the video if you'd like. And thanks for tuning in. Catch you guys next week.